Hi, thank you for joining us today. My name is Yvonne Sullivan and I'm founder and educator at Beauty Training Harrow Fast Track Training Centre. Okay, application of French polish is slightly different. What we're trying to do is create our smile line. So we're using our white nail polish. And don't get scared when you see what this looks like to begin with. We will achieve a really nice end result. And we repeat this on 5 fingers. Again, making sure you get down the side, that's going to be important, and you'll see why later, because to achieve a really nice smile line, we have to get down the sides as well. Oops, something in our nail polish. Remove that or it'll get us into trouble. So what's your favourite, Hayley? French or regular polish?
I quite like the French.
Yeah, very trendy. And it goes with everything, doesn't it, when you put it on? It's one of those finishes that matches every outfit.
Definitely.
So we've done each hand. And we've done it once. And again, just make sure you get down the side. Now with white of French polish, it's kind of a chalk-like substance. So it's actually very hard to do corrections on it. So usually you can just do it once. Otherwise you've got to take it off, completely start again. Okay, so we're going to repeat now, doing a second coat. And now you can see that just the density and the coverage is much better. Okay, now if your client's fingers are getting in the way, you just move them down slightly. Okay. Again, down the side, very important. Not too thick, not too thin. The consistency of your polish should be just kind of a nice flowing feel to it. And there are lots of different techniques how to do French polish, but for me this works really well if you want to get the absolute perfect finish. I know it doesn't look like that now, but we will actually achieve that. So don't panic. It's always good when you're doing a French polish as well that the white is very fresh, because once it begins to deteriorate, it begins to get quite thick and it's pretty difficult to work with, and you're not going to get the nice finish that you require. Okay, now we've finished doing our second white coat. We now have to create a nice smile line. We're going to this time put acetone into a little glass bowl, just a teeny amount, because we do have to keep changing it once it gets anyway dirty. So get a nice manicure brush. Okay, the bristles, you can see that they're quite strong. So I'm going to dip in the acetone. I'm going to elevate my client's nail, because if I do it this way, the acetone is going to go to the white part of my client's, look what I've done now. So it's going to go into the white part of my client's manicure. We don't want this. So what you do is client's hand down, and you're going to elevate so that any residue is going to fall down the nail. So now we're going to remove any excess white and create a nice smile line. And now you can see the importance of going down the side, because you just want it to be like a perfect half moon. And we move on to the next. Again, remember, elevate the finger and go to the side and just very gently remove any excess that you don't need, creating that nice line. I learned this technique in America, and you know how good technicians are, how they're really, really thorough and really, really good there. So I thought it was nice to share it with you. When people come for a French polish, they really do want it to look pretty perfect. So it may take you a little while to get this technique, but you know what? Just keep practicing. If there's anything you don't want down the sides, just remove it, or in underneath, just a little quick sweep. Okay, I need to repair this one, so I'm just going to put a teeny bit of product back on here to try and disguise it. Like I said, it's very hard once you make a mistake with this particular type of product, because it's a chalk-like substance. So just very gently fill in. There you go. It's not always, okay, that is quite good. Now, what I'm going to do is use what's called an American French manicure, and we're going to put a little bit of this color just on the nail plate that isn't already covered with the white. And it just gives it a really nice, healthy look to your nail. And again, just round, don't let it flood into your cuticle. Don't go into your white, it's just either side. And depending on the finish that you want, we can actually, you could put a very pale pink on top of this, and then a top coat, or some people just like to leave it and have brilliant white. I mean, I think for you, Hayley, I would suggest just a very pale pink on top. Can we try that?
Yeah.
Would you like that? Yeah, just that the white is not quite so white. Again, it just depends on, sometimes when your hands are really, really nicely coloured and tanned, you know, in the summer, the brilliant white looks really nice, but then as it begins to fade, it's just nice to have a more subtle look. Okay, so now I'm going to put a pale pink on, because I just think that it'll suit and complement her skin colour a little bit better than the stark white. And we're just going to, again, just very gently walk up the nail, brush it very lightly that it covers the whole nail. You like that, Kaylee?
Yeah, it's nice.
And you have to be careful that you don't really overload your brush or put product on too thickly, because guaranteed it will just it'll just come off too quickly for you. So nice thin layers. Of product. Lovely. Something there that we don't want. Good. It really shouldn't matter how short somebody's nails are to do this type of French polish, and that's the good thing about it. You don't have to have long nails to achieve this really nice end result. So even if you're a nail biter, we should be able to achieve a really nice French polish. Okay, and finally we're just going to put on our nice high gloss. This is called Super Shiny Top Coat, to give it a nice end result. Again, just remembering, don't go into your cuticle with your products. And on the tip also, just to seal it all off, that it kind of helps it last a little longer for you. It'd be nice when you get your nice wedding ring on there. The perfect bride. Okay.